Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with his Wednesday expert, friend of the channel, and contributor to the amazing course, How to Get Started One Rental at a Time, Matt, the mortgage guy. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, Mike. How you doing?
I'm doing well. So I think there are two things that I am certain about going forward, and I wanted to run them by you. You ready?
I'm ready.
So I think without question, the owner-occupied housing market is going to slow down. We have owners that have been shocked, and you brought me the data last week. And second, the mortgage business is really slowing down. Mortgage Brokers Association, or whatever it's called, numbers came out. Refis down, I think 75% year on year now. Purchases down 8%. So my guess is real estate market slows down. Lenders get more, I don't know, creative, aggressive, whatever. So I think both things are going to be true, but you're the expert. What's going on?
Right. Yeah. And as we called it, and as we've seen, more products added, more pain and layoffs for some companies that are just, I told folks on my team, because I'm around real estate agents, loan officers, industry folks all day, every day. Right. Mm-hmm. And, who talked about, right before an animal dies, is when they're the most dangerous, right? Oh, yeah. And so like they're scraping and clawing. Mortgage companies right now are writing loans very thin margins, and you look at that and you're like, that's not a sustainable model. You can't do that, right? They might even, come out with products that are wild just to try to hang on for dear life. But the funny thing for me, as somebody who works with a lot of investors and folks that are buying primary residence, is the popularity of the bank statement loan and the debt service coverage ratio loan, two specific loans in the non-QM space, where as a broker, I could broker to Home Express, I could broker to Angel Oak, and those companies were doing it. Now, when the big players like UWM are doing it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, they want a piece of this pie. They're smart and they're big, and they wouldn't do it unless they saw, a need for it or a market for it. So last week, UWM said we're going to do bank statement loans for self-employed borrowers. Yep. New product. What the heck do they call that? They called that just bank statement loan, maybe. Today, Investor Flex, debt service coverage ratio loan.
Investor Flex, that's a sexy name.
That's what it's called, yeah, for up to 20 properties. And most of the followers of this channel know the debt service coverage ratio loan. You've got something that's going to rent for $2,000 a month. If the PITI is less than 2,000, then it meets this 1% debt service coverage ratio requirement. UWM, being traditionally not super aggressive, is going to limit it 640 and above credit score, 20% down minimum. Most of the DSCR stuff is 20% down. I haven't really dug into the guidelines, but if it's above like $1.5 million loan, they're going to want 2 appraisals. They're going to want a couple months of bank statements and some reserves. Just another indicator that mortgage companies are going to add products. They're going to get creative. They want to continue to write loans. And, it's no surprise. I think the best lenders, I heard a stat this morning, are down 35% in total volume. And those are the best. So I promise you, there's folks that are down 70, 80% in volume. And it's really like, we haven't seen the pain yet. March, April, May, June, these folks, especially the ones that were 90% refinance, you can't flip a switch and all of a sudden become a purchase lender, right? When I go to the real estate meeting, like I went to yesterday, it's a running joke with real estate agents, how much they're getting blown up by every single lender across town, right? Because these lenders aren't writing refinances. They've got to get business somewhere. They're clamoring to say, pick me, pick me. And I've got some funny TikToks. Go check out Matt the Mortgage Guy on TikTok, talking about, loan officers begging for business from realtors. But it's going to be an interesting year. That's one thing I can tell you for sure. If there's any predictions for 2022 that I'm confident in, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah. So there's 3 things I want to kind of wrap this section up. First, if you're a one rental at a time fan, you need to give Matt the Mortgage Guy a ring, reach out to him. Where do you want him to go?
Go to greatmortgagebroker.com. We'll be in touch. Just fill out a quick form, greatmortgagebroker.com.
Yeah, he's part of the channel. He's part of the course with us every week. And again, if you have a quote from someone else and you feel uncomfortable, He's fine with reviewing what you have and letting you know if it's solid or not. Second, I saw something yesterday. Yeah, that sent shivers down my spine. It feels like we have started going down kind of the '06 path, '05, right? Which was the run up to what became nasty. I don't remember which credit card company did this, but I saw a credit card company, national brand, probably worldwide brand, talk about a home equity line credit card. Are you flipping kidding me?
Yeah,
Is this
it was
a real
Visa.
thing? Oh my God.
And then it was called Aven, like AVEN. I know it because I had the client send it to me. I said, send me exactly what it is, because I'd love to see that. And, this is just another example. The credit card, Unlock Equity, the other companies that, want equity stake in your home. The credit card, maybe not. It's just like a home equity line, but it's lien on your property. It's risking this asset of yours.
Yeah.
It's not comfortable when I see that type of stuff, especially like, it's funny. I interact with folks online and everywhere where I'm trying to give advice and like, don't go into a adjustable rate home equity line of credit if this, if that. And people are like, hey, listen, it's good because of this, because of that. And I'm telling them, I talk to consumers every single day. In a perfect world, yes, it could be adjustable. You could pay it off in a short time frame and it's no big deal. But I know consumer behavior. I know what people do. If you give them an $80,000 credit line and they pull it out and go spend it on an investment that breaks even, it's going to take them decades to pay that $80,000 off. They're not going to pay it off in 24 months. People don't have $3,000 a month in disposable income to throw at this thing. It's just not reality, right? And so if companies are in the business to make money and they see opportunity and they say, lots of equity, low financial education, I'm going after those folks. It's a recipe for disaster, and it freaks me out.
Yeah.
I'm one guy, right? Just screaming from the rooftops, please be careful.
Yeah, me too. Please be careful. Adjustable rate mortgages, home equity lines, that credit card idea. Because again, what people are going to do is they're going to be like, charge it. And you're just adding debt to your home. And I saw families, dozens of families, lose their homes last time. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I mean, I remember when I was working for a CPA, and this was when I was like probably 20 or 21. He sat me down, saw a little bit of financial irresponsibility, and he basically told me a bunch of sad stories about people he knew, made good money. Things were going great. They don't always go great. The sun doesn't always shine, right? Be prepared for worst case scenario. Try to protect yourself. Don't make foolish decisions that feel good right now that might hurt you down the road. And so I think you're right. I think that there's, we both know a lot of stimulus, a lot of cheap debt, a lot of stuff that's been a fun party. But coming out of this fun party, there's going to be some hangovers. There's going to be some people that don't feel very good. And the way they treat their finances over the next couple of years is going to either set them up for success over the next few decades or the opposite.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And the last thing I want to say about what I think is coming, another option that will be coming from lenders is going to be second mortgages. It's not really popular yet. Home equity line seems to be the first thing people go to, but I actually truly believe in the next year or so, we're going to see lots of lenders push seconds. So I look forward to those programs coming out, because I think some of those, again, I like 30-year fixed rate debt, and you can have that on seconds versus adjustable rates and things of that nature. So are you seeing any seconds out there?
Not a ton. I think Symmetry and a few others do it. And I think, for me, lenders, hopefully, this is optimistic, right? Learn from their mistakes. A second position is a very high risk for a lender.
No question.
So know that if you get a second loan, I think that lenders are going to overcompensate, even higher rate, higher fees, higher everything, to say like, listen, this is a big risk for us. We'll give this to you, but the rate's going to be here. The fees are going to be here. So look at that, right? Look at that for your scenario. These products aren't even out yet. I'm just guessing that when they do come out and they are come out, to the masses, lenders are going to say, Sure. You want a second up to 90%? We'll do that. But we're going to charge you 7.9% interest and 3 points up front, whatever that is, right? And there's going to be a certain people that say, sign me up, and they don't even look, right? These are the same type of people that are entering into equity share agreements and taking out credit cards tied to a home equity line of credit, right? Be responsible. Like this gift that everybody was given with all this home equity over these last few years, don't go blow it in a weekend in Vegas.
Awesome. How can people find you?
Go to greatmortgagebroker.com. Real quick plug for Financial Literacy Week. That starts next Monday. It goes for 7 days. I think you got a link, Mike. So if you could put it in the description, that'd be great. I think all of this goes back to like, make sure that you're educating yourself, right? And I think that that's like UMortgage's big push, my big push. A lot of what you're doing on your channel is helping educate people so you make the right decisions, because these decisions compound over time. And, you know, I can show you two people, same income level, good decisions, great, you know, trajectory, you know, legacy wealth and all that. Bad decisions, foreclosure, bankruptcy, no legacy wealth. And so it's just a matter of educating yourself and making good decisions.
Yeah. If you want an example from the 80s, go ahead and read The Millionaire Next Door. It talks about Dr. North and Dr. South. Just an amazing story. Both doctors, I think, made $500,000 a year. One is great. One is toast. So some real data out there. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike.